Hello guys, and welcome back to another Nukes Top 5 reaction. Today we're going to be reacting to Nukes Top 5, Nukes Top 10 scary ghost videos. Mama says don't watch. I'm sorry, let me read this right. Top 10 scary ghost videos. Just a second. Okay. Top 10 scary ghost videos Mama says don't watch. Okay. Now that that's done playing around, let's get right back into the video. No, not back. Let's start the video.
Top 10 ghosts caught on camera. Ghost in the Machine.
Ghost in the
These
Machine.
next two creepy videos appeared on YouTube over 8 years ago and were uploaded by YouTube user Marvin Cogolus.
2016.
Marvin explains that after his grandmother passed away, strange, unexplained events began to occur in his family home. One night, he captures the terrifying activity on camera.
Alvin.
Is that a dog sitting there?
It ain't funny anymore, man.
Oh no, it's one of those horse steals.
Dude.
Here's an idea, take the batteries out.
Alvin.
Who's
It
Alvin?
ain't funny, man. Alvin. Okay.
Wow, messy garage.
Oh, what the f? Oh, what the f?
What? The lights on?
A toy that belongs to Marvin's niece activates and plays songs by itself. Marvin is suspicious that his brother Alvin might be playing a prank on him and takes a look around the house. When he gets back to the living room, a lamp hanging from the ceiling is swaying back and forth. Marvin is just done, and he runs back upstairs to his bedroom.
He was creeped out over
In another video, Marvin is playing around with the settings on his Xbox One Connect.
light.
He discovers the night vision feature and tries it out. What he captures is downright chilling.
Hey you guys, I just wanted to show you guys a pretty quick feature of the Xbox One and its Connect. It actually has a pretty cool night vision that I just found today. If you guys already know it has night vision, then I'm gonna show the people who don't know. So right now it's completely dark in this house right now. All you can basically see is my Xbox One controller. Now I'm gonna switch on the night vision for you guys. As you can see, it lights up the whole room. It's actually a pretty cool feature. I don't know if they have an app for this or whatnot, but they also have this version of the camera. I don't know what it is. I think it's either infrared or something like that. And then back to dark. As you can see, all you can see is my Xbox controller. And then back to night vision. It's actually, pretty
Does
cool
Xbox
feature
One
for
actually
guys
have
using
these
like
three
that.
features?
I haven't really heard of.
Night vision is pretty much
now.
infrared.
Maybe they have an app for it. Or
And the
something like
other
that.
one is
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Someone or something can be seen standing in the back room, but Marvin doesn't notice. He turns off the night vision, and when he turns it back on, the figure is gone. Marvin says he has no idea who or what this could be, but interestingly, before Marvin's grandmother passed away, this room in the back was her sewing room. Marvin says his family moved shortly after this incident. So is it a ghost?
No, it's a
I
glitch
leave
of
it
the
up
camera.
to you to decide.
When it when it went back to the regular vision, you can see where the face supposedly is. There's like a I kind of want to say a cookie jar or flour jar there. So it's just it just looks like there's somebody standing there. I, I'm pretty sure that's a fridge there, and it had 2 jars on top of it.
Off. This next video shows a family spending a fun day at the park somewhere in Japan. A young boy dips his feet in the water of the wading pool and trudges along the edge. But there's something else in the water.
Kappa, or Kappa, whatever the hell they're called. Not storm drain. I used to play in those. Only mine went under a stream. And it didn't look like that. That one looks nice.
Did you see it?
No.
A tiny little pale hand can be seen reaching out of the water, startling the little boy as he quickly gets out of the wading pool. Now, some superstitious viewers of the video believe that the hand belongs to a Japanese amphibious water sprite known in folklore to be a kappa. Though often depicted as friendly, throughout history the little water monsters have been said to lure and drown victims in ponds and rivers. So could this little hand belong to a kappa? Or could this be something else entirely? I leave it up to you to decide.
It does look like a hand, and it's very tiny. At first I thought, looking at some of the leaves from that bush, it would have been something like that, but the fact that it retracted, yeah, it looks like it was definitely a hand, but what it was a hand of, no clue. So I can't say that's supernatural or what. It might just be a kid playing around, no clue. But it was a hand. And it looked like a small hand, maybe another kid.
Screams from the woods. Twitch streamer Young is a South Korean college student living in...
Unless it was added. But it looked pretty convincing.
In Vancouver, Canada, where he streams his daily life and frequently broadcasts his walks throughout the city. Late one night, Young is live on Twitch when he encounters something that sends chills
he must have a
down his
pretty
spine.
interesting life. Sounds like a bird. No, that wasn't a bird. It's a woman screaming.
Guys, this is scary. This is actually scary. I'm actually scary. What if the animal comes out?
It's not an
Why is the
animal.
animal following me? Walk faster.
I'm not surprised he thinks that it's following him.
Strange loud screams and wails can be heard coming from the woods all around him. Young and his live audience are undecided on who or what this could be.
The guy
Some
thinks his
think
life
it might
is so
just be
interesting
animals. Some believe it's drunks whooping it up in the
that
forest.
he
And some
videotapes
even
himself
think it could
walking
be a
home.
cult or witches. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments.
Yeah, originally I think just somebody screaming out in the woods, maybe messing around, or it didn't sound like it was scared screaming or panic screaming. Originally I would have thought that, but after spending time with my sister and her kid, that kid actually screamed to the point one time when I was there that I actually ran up. I ran where she was because it sounded like she was being attacked. Turned out she was just freaking playing. And she does that like every other freaking day. It sounds like she's being murdered, and I run in and just playing. Really annoying. I would have been smacked across the mouth if I screamed like that when I was a kid.
The light in the mirror.
For no reason, that is.
Reddit user Danat Shepard related a very strange story. He said that he woke up one night to a strange light shining somewhere in his bedroom. When he scanned the room for the light source, he got quite a fright. You see, the light was coming from his desk lamp, but not the one on his desk.
I've seen this.
It was the
clip.
one in the reflection in his bedroom mirror.
Not this
He
video,
grabbed his
but this
iPhone
clip.
and caught the strange event on camera. Now, skeptical viewers claim that it was simply an identical desk in a connecting room, separated by a doorway. But Danat proved them wrong by posting 2 wide-angle pictures of his bedroom, showing that the lighted desk lamp was actually appearing in a large wardrobe mirror. There is no connecting room. Reddit users went to work examining the video, and they found what looks like a bizarre face in the reflection of the desk when the video is enhanced. But Danat says that he saw nothing else out of the ordinary that night. Danat rechecked the mysterious mirror for several nights afterward, but the strange light never reappeared. Now, it bears noting that Danat Shepard is in no way a typical hoaxer or even a believer in the paranormal. In over 5 years and hundreds of Reddit posts, this is Danat Shepard's only post about anything remotely supernatural or paranormal.
Okay.
So, what do you think? Did Danat experience an unexplained event? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
First off, that desk lamp is not on. It looks like it has a cheap Chinese LED light on it that doesn't actually turn off after you turn it off. It looks like it's the afterglow of that. As for the mirror thing, not really sure. At first I'd say I would have said that it's clever editing or something, but not sure about that one because he's just moving the phone left and right. But yeah, the light isn't actually on that LED desk lamp because the desk isn't lit up at all. So I think it's one of those cheap ones because one of my bulbs was like that. When you turn it on, it still glows after you turn it off. From that, I think the light was just turned on and turned off. But as for the it being lit in the mirror, not a clue. Could be special effects, could be any number of things. It might even be like a clear liquid that has a slight glow effect was put on the mirror. Not sure. Can't really explain that one too well.
Doppelganger. Now, this next video was originally uploaded to TikTok, but the account has now mysteriously disappeared. TikTok user Jay Van Gogh says that his mother was taking care of his nephew one night when the boy ran over and claimed that he saw a child that wanted to play with him.
A lot of accounts mysteriously disappear on TikTok.
Bear this in mind. Jay Van Gogh says that his nephew was the only child in the house that night. They check the CCTV footage and they find this.
Is that a dog?
The little boy backs out of the room and seems a bit startled as he looks up at something that we can't see. The light flickers and he walks away, but something seems to follow him. Whatever it is appears to look like him with dark hair and a white t-shirt. The small figure goes back into the room and the boy suddenly decides to follow. Now some believe this apparition to be a doppelganger, a demonic entity taking the similar form of a child. But what do you think this could be? And why did the TikTok account suddenly disappear?
If it was in the form of a child, I don't think he would have been looking up like that. I think it's just two kids playing. You see the kid coming out, you see the kid going back in. As for why he was looking up when he came out, no clue. Might have just been the two kids playing. Could have been any number of things. Nothing in it suggests anything like that to me. And again, you should never take people at their words unless you know them well. If you are too trusting of strangers, of people you don't know, then you're going to get screwed over eventually. I'm not saying don't trust anybody. You shouldn't trust them, but you shouldn't distrust them either. Just listen to what they say and see how plausible it sounds. Something like that, I'd need a lot more evidence for it than simply two kids playing it and coming in and out of a room. Well, out of and back into a room.
Waking up to a nightmare. Now this next video was sent in by a viewer who found it online. The clip is chilling, but unfortunately the source is unknown. It shows a man sleeping in bed, and then things get weird. The man is lifted off the bed and awakes in a terrified panic. Then something invisible seems to violently grab his legs, lifting him right up into the air as he desperately tries to get away. Whatever is holding onto him then just lets go. The man crawls to the edge of the bed and appears to be in shock.
His legs weren't
Now, I don't
positioned
know
like they
who
were
this
being
guy
pulled.
is or whether the footage is real or fake, but it has terrified hundreds of viewers who found it online. So, what do you think? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Now let's get a look at that one again, shall we? Okay, first off, this is just him thrusting his hips up, turning over. Looks like he's trying to swim. Right here, I have seen people able to go in the air like this, but he must have some pretty strong back muscles to keep himself up like that. However, with how stable he is there, it does look like he's being held up, but not by a person. The legs weren't in a position where they looked like they were being held. It's almost like he had a something like a string or some, not a string, but like a cable holding him up.
Things get weird.
The hell? What the hell?
Definitely the source. The man is lifted off the bed and awakes in a terrified panic. Then something invisible seems to violently grab his legs.
Yeah, if you look, he gets he gets lifted by his hips. Right here, watch. See? It was his hips that went up first. That's obviously him thrusting.
The man is lifted off the bed and awakes in a terrified panic. Then something invisible seems to violently grab his legs, lifting him right up into the air as he desperately tries to get away. Whatever is holding onto him then just lets go. The man crawls to the edge of the bed and appears to be in shock. Now, I don't know who this guy is or whether the footage is real or fake, but it has terrified hundreds of viewers who found it online.
It is weird and the bed is moving.
What do you think? Is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
You know the way the bedroom, or the way the bed moved? He has to be connected to something, or it has to be from a movie or something, because either the room is tilted or there is basically something that was pulling him back as he was grabbing the bed, because if you look, the entire bed moved away from the wall. But basically from the way it started, he was thrusting from his hips. His legs weren't in a position where they looked like they were being grabbed. So yeah, I don't think it was any supernatural thing. I think that's either a movie clip or just, I don't know, maybe somebody wearing a green screen outfit or some sort of cable set up that way.
Hospital of Horrors. Paranormal investigators Kevin, Fabio, and cameraman Alexis from the YouTube channel Archivo Extinto head out to explore an abandoned maternity hospital in Mexico. The sprawling property is said to be the home to many powerful supernatural entities. Locals say that the hospital is haunted by the spirits of mothers and children who lost their lives in childbirth. It is also said that a dark demonic presence stalks the building. Some even claim to have seen the gloomy apparition of an old nurse roaming the hospital halls. The Archivo Extinto team splits up to explore different paranormal hotspots throughout the maternity hospital. Kevin sets out to film inside the hospital's chapel. Meanwhile, Fabio investigates the operating rooms on the other side of the building. As Kevin explores the hospital's chapel all alone, he experiences something downright chilling.
His outfit? No, Burden? Oh, priest robe? Do priest robes really have designs on them like that?
Kevin hears knocking coming from somewhere in the hallway. He goes to check it out, but when he turns back toward the chapel, he realizes that the robe that was hanging from one of the chapel pews has now moved and is on the floor right behind him.
I wouldn't say it was hanging from
almost as if something was following him. Meanwhile, back over in the operating ward, investigator Fabio is all alone.
Fabio?
He begins to hear terrifying noises coming from the operating
rooms. Where's your long,
rooms.
flowing blonde hair?
The sounds seem to be getting closer and closer.
Where's your 40-inch chest? Sounds like something being rolled. Like either a table on wheels or a gurney. Or maybe a drawer. That got me. Maybe a drawer or something being pulled out and slammed in.
Fabio is horrified as the loud, angry bang scares the living out of him. Now we go back to the chapel again, where investigator Kevin decides it might be a good idea to say a prayer in the hopes that nothing evil will follow the team home from the hospital. He angles his camera towards himself and begins to pray. His camera captures something truly terrifying.
Familia, en este momento voy a sentarme a rezar porque están empezando a pasar muchas cosas. Y no quiero que nada de lo que pueda haber en este lugar se me pegue o se vaya conmigo o con nadie del equipo de archivo extinto. Voy a dejar prendido la radio. Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre.
Those things are
Venga a
weird.
nosotros tu reino. Ave María,
Things,
llena eres de gracia.
things specifically made for praying, maybe?
El Señor es contigo. Bendita eres entre todas las mujeres, y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre, Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios y Madre nuestra. Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino. Hágase, Señor, tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestras ofensas también como nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos dejes caer en la tentación y líbranos de todo mal. Amén. Ave María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo. Bendita eres entre todas las mujeres y bendito sea el fruto de tu vientre, Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios y Madre nuestra, ruega, Señora, por nosotros los pecadores, ahora y en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. En nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo. Amén.
Okay.
Kevin's walkie-talkie begins to freak out, emitting random static and sound. Then, as Kevin prays, something or shape can be seen forming right next to him. The creepy apparition appears to be leaning over Kevin, but then it moves away and seems to slowly disappear right into the floor. Soon after this, Fabio radios in and says that he's had enough of the creepy noises over in the operating rooms. He says that he has a bad feeling that something might be coming to harm him. The team decides to end their investigation right there and head home.
Was this live
So
streamed
did the
or was
investigators
this,
capture proof of ghosts in the old hospital? Could it be something even worse?
or was this uploaded?
As always, I leave it all up to you to decide. You can watch this full 2-part investigation of the abandoned maternity hospital with even more paranormal encounters that I didn't show here over on the YouTube channel Archivo Extinto.
The robe, the sound, that can all be done by simply another person being there, and we know that it's a group that's there, so that's easy to explain away. It honestly sounded like somebody was slowly moving a drawer for the second guy, in and out, and then slowly speeding up the way he does it, and then slamming it. So that's what it sounded like for that one. As for this last part, it looks like they recorded the video, and then they had a guy in a green screen room, wear a green screen outfit, and just superimposed it over that. That's what it looked like on that one. As long as it's lit properly, it will look just like that shadow did. And that shadow even went as far as kneeling on the ground. You can clearly see the shape of the human with the image imposed over it. So yeah, that's how I'd explain that video. Now, as for the first part, people don't realize this because it's been so long, but childbirth is a very big deal, and it used to be pretty damn lethal. It's one of the main reasons why you should always make sure the girl's body's developed to a good enough degree to actually be able to support a childbirth, because if it's not, you're pretty much putting her life at risk. Even when her body is at a state where it can, it's still risky because there's so many complications that can happen. Everybody develops at a different rate. In my opinion, first off, for you to have that type of relationship with a woman, I think the body should definitely have to be mature enough, obviously. But I'd also add in a point, which most people won't like, is that their emotional maturity would have to be at the proper point too, because I don't think people would like that, because I know some 20 and 30-year-olds that aren't emotionally mature enough for a child.
Exploration gone wrong. TikTok and YouTube user Eon Jin from Colorado sets out to explore an abandoned nursing home, completely alone. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
Audio removed due to copyright.
Someone or something appears to be lurking in the darkness of the abandoned nursing home, and Eon Jin makes a run for it. After calming down and watching his footage, he gathers his courage and asks a friend to go back and explore the nursing home with him. And surprise, again, it did not go well.
I'm not seeing anything. I swear I saw something down there.
There was nothing wrong with the first time. Nothing went
tragic.
wrong. A guy walked in the background. He freaked out and ran away.
Oh, what the? I saw that. That was actually a person. Bro, I'm not joking. Let's get out of here. Come on. Hold on. Come on. No, dude, that's actually...
Oh, yeah, now you're scared that there's...
That's actually a person. Not joking. It's actually a person, bro.
You sure?
Yes. I
God,
can
I
heal
just
him
saw
down.
something.
Like,
I can't hear anything, dude.
you're an idiot.
Looked like a shoe.
Crazy.
No, I'm not.
Probably a bug
Yeah,
or
you
dirt
100%
going
walks
too
past
close to the
again.
camera.
It's a real person. I don't trust this place, man. This place is creepy at night.
Sure it is.
Tell you what.
Alright, well then let's get out of here.
Yeah, come on.
We're just gonna keep recording back that way. See if like they start running or something.
These lights are hurting my eyes trying to focus.
This, I'll throw it at him. Whatever it is, I can tell.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Hey, let's go.
Alright.
I know I saw something, and I know I'm not fucking crazy.
Just like last time, a dark figure comes out of the shadows and then disappears back into the darkness. Eon Jin's friend does not seem to take him seriously at all, until whoever or whatever it is comes running towards them, screaming like a maniac. The two friends
That's
make a
not
run for it and
screaming like a
manage to
maniac.
escape the abandoned nursing home
That's a bunch of
unharmed.
bros playing pranks
Now,
on
even
each
if
other.
this is not a ghost or anything paranormal, if this is just some creep hiding out in an abandoned building, well, to me, that seems pretty scary too. But what do you think about these videos?
I think the quality
Man
of
or
the two
ghost?
videos changed
Real
quite a
or
bit.
fake? I leave it up to you to decide. Scary.
Why was the quality of his first video better than the quality of his second video? And yet, obviously, the way that guy ran out and this way he screamed, it was the scream of somebody trying to mess with their buddies. I've heard it many times. It was funny.
Friend. Joe Hernandez from Goleta, California is home alone with his 4-year-old son Nico when his son begins to see something
named
that
his
he calls
son
a quote,
Nico?
scary friend.
Scary friend. Scary friend.
I can understand naming your daughter Nico, but not your son. What the hell? The hell?
Little Nico claims he sees a, quote, scary friend, and soon after the hallway light turns on by itself.
That's
Joe
sliding
goes
door
to
or
check it
an
out but
opening
finds
door?
nothing and no one that could explain what just happened. Meanwhile, back in the bedroom, the closet door slams shut on its own. Could it be that Joe's son saw a paranormal entity? A quote, scary friend? I leave it up to you to decide. The suspicious
Just a
screamer. Little Nico claims he sees a, quote, scary friend, and soon after the hallway light turns on by itself. Joe goes to check it out but finds nothing and no one that could explain what just happened. Meanwhile, back in the bedroom, the closet door slams shut on its
Oh, okay,
own.
okay. It just
Could it
slammed
be that
shut.
Joe's son saw a paranormal entity? A quote, scary friend? I leave it when he hears something back in the bedroom, the closet door slams shut on its own. Be that Joe's son saw a to decide.
Okay, so, why is the light in the closet on? Is that actually a closet door, or is that another door leading out of the room? If it's the closet door, why is the light on? As for the rest of the... Let me check. I believe...
Is home alone with his 4-year-old.
Scary friend.
Okay, the light starts off and then it turns on. For some reason, the closet light is on.
Scary friend.
And for some reason, the father went in the direction of where the closet light is. So my question here is this actually a closet or is this a bathroom? Because if this is a bathroom, it might be a bathroom that's connected to 2 rooms. That might explain why the light is on. Just a thought on my part. Or maybe the father actually went out there to use the bathroom and decided to use the bathroom after he was already out there. Because why is the light on? And who turned on the light in the hallway? Maybe the kid's mom?
Back in the bed, be that Joe's son. When he hears something, be that Joe's to decide. It turns into a horror show for TikTok users. It turns into to decide. The suspicious screamer. A seemingly normal night in Phoenix, Arizona turns into a horror show for TikTok user Oscar, who is outside hanging out with his cousin when he hears something truly bizarre.
Sounds like a spoiled child.
A woman screams out for help as she seemingly walks calmly down the street in front of Oscar's home. Oscar and his cousin think the situation is a bit sketchy and quickly go inside. Oscar says that he had only moved into the neighborhood 4 months earlier and ran inside to keep his 14-year-old cousin safe. A bit later, a strange SUV drives slowly down the road in front of Oscar's house. Oscar believes the woman might have been a decoy to lure someone out onto the street to get robbed, or maybe even worse. He called the police, but he never heard back. But what do you think was happening here? Why would someone be walking so calmly, yet seemingly screaming in abject terror for help? Another bonus scary video this
Believe it or not, I've seen stuff like that happen a few times. Every time, the woman and or the guy, because I've seen guys do it too, were just completely fucking nuts. Either that or Karens. Just people weren't raised right, I think is the best way to put it. They learn that if they lash out screaming, usually people will do whatever they can to get them to stop. So they basically associate it. If I do this, I get what I want. And it's not okay to simply punch people like that in the face anymore to teach them a lesson, because now you get in trouble for doing that.
week, and again, it's another Japanese video of unknown origin. Now, this didn't make the top 10 because, again, it's just a little too perfect.
Japanese
so it could be a short film or maybe an ARG. Either way, I thought it was extremely creepy. So the story goes that two guys are visiting a Japanese shrine in a neighboring town.
What would be the best term?
This happens.
Folk tales, lore, mythology, rich culture, supernatural culture. That's why if I were to ever visit someplace else, I'd probably want it to be Japan. Because the culture is pretty amazing. It's night, what do you expect? That's another complaint I got, way too much light pollution at night in the city. If only you could get the convenience of the country. Well, not the convenience, the scenery of the country with the convenience of the city. So there are really shrines like this? I was thinking that was just stuff I saw in anime. A weird cough. Why does it sound like it's an audio clip? Or are they just repeating the video? Nope, not repeating the video. Well, that's convenient. At least it will wash away the throw up.
神崎大丈夫？
靴ひもほどけた。
うん。いやマジもうちょっとだからさ。
That is a weird way to tie your shoes. Why is his head so low?
大丈夫？気持ち悪い？大丈夫？
He's turning into a zombie. Run.
神崎？
What the?
大丈夫か？
Okay, this has to just be repeating.
ああ OK。なんでそんな薬もほどけんだろうね。
Because he doesn't know how to double knot.
あれ？え？え？ 神崎？
Thanks so much for watching. Now,
I
my
like that
posting
video.
schedule has been a bit weird lately, so please hit that subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a post. My Instagram is there, then the Twitter, and the Tippy Tap. Hopefully, I'll see you next time.
The makeup was kind of funny on the girl, but the video was... I liked the video. It was good. It could have been a little more imaginative, but it was still good. Go ahead and... Okay, so... Pretty good setup. A little too much of a coincidence that she just happened to be there when they show up. Like she was waiting for them. Let's see what else. Tying the shoe was weird. I don't really know of much of Japanese mythology, so I'm not sure if that's supposed to pertain to a certain specter or anything. But all in all, it was a good extra clip. I liked it. So guys, if you want to check out Nuke's channel, it will be linked in the description. The original link to this video will also be in the description, so feel free to check it out. Until next time, be safe and have fun.